happy Sunday and welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be doing some fun, quick, easy DIYs, just some little house updates that I have been wanting to get to and have been putting off because of the holidays and some of the bigger projects that I've been working on and just not having time to do these things. Definitely stick around and watch this video so that you can see some tips for your space. Especially going into the new year, I know we're all trying to get more organized and make our life easier and kind of like hit those goals that we have for ourselves this year. So if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so that YouTube shows you more of my videos. I have new videos every single Sunday. We have some really fun projects coming up this year, some fun makeovers, DIYs, and all kinds of things, so you definitely don't want to miss them. We are going to get right into our first project. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to be doing today is installing a camera on our front porch. And right now we don't have any cameras on our front porch, so I'm really excited to install this. It just kind of gives you some peace of mind and lets you monitor your home when you're not there. I am here a lot, I work from home, but I like to know that our house is safe and Nala is safe, and this will help me to feel a lot better about that. So this week we're going to be partnering with the brand HueVue, and we're going to be installing their 4G LTE security camera to our front porch. And something that I really like about this camera is that because it's a 4G LTE cellular camera, you do not need Wi-Fi, which is really nice because if you've ever installed anything in a space that's not directly inside your house, like if you've had to put something on your front porch or driveway, or like if you have an RV or a barn or something like that, you know how difficult it is to try to connect to Wi-Fi when you're a little bit further from your home. And especially with our house, because it's over 100 years old, our walls are oftentimes very thick in some of the original portions of the house, and the Wi-Fi signal just does not move well through them. So trying to connect to Wi-Fi on the front porch is nearly impossible, so this is going to be really helpful. So this camera is totally wireless, it runs on cellular data, and one of the best parts about it is that it operates off of a solar panel, and you know how much I love solar powered things. They're so helpful. It makes it so you don't have to plug it into an outlet, you don't have to add extra electricity usage to your home, and it's just always going to be charged, which is really nice. Once we get it installed, it's kind of just good to go. We don't have to mess with it again or worry about it running out of battery or anything like that. It's just going to take care of itself. And even if our house loses power, the Wi-Fi drops, whatever it may be, our camera is still going to be totally functional, which I love. And this camera has a lot of really cool features. It has an app that you can operate it through. It's motion detecting, so it can tell if someone's walking by or someone comes up to your front door. It also has night vision, and you can do the night vision in color or in black and white, so it really gives you a clear image of what's going on all the time, which is really amazing. And if you do the subscription through the app, then you're able to have playback and store the videos that are being recorded by your camera so that you can watch them later on if you want to. Another really amazing feature about this camera is that it actually has 4 built-in spotlights, so it's able to turn lights on when it's dark outside to give you a clearer image of what's going on. It also has a distress alarm, so you can have that go off if you would like to, and you have audio with the camera so you can hear what's taking place around your property as well. And with the disaster alarm feature, it uses AI technology to detect what's happening and when that should be put into action. That alarm is saved specifically for things that are more urgent. The app is honestly really easy to use. You can open it and see live video right away, move the camera around from your phone, and get motion alerts when something happens. You can watch playback, take screenshots, record video clips, and even talk through the camera or listen to what's going on in real time, and actually makes checking in super simple. So I'm super excited to put this up, and I think it's just going to be a really helpful thing for us throughout our day-to-day life. So if you're looking for a security camera for your home, especially if you want one that is solar powered, that doesn't need Wi-Fi, and that has all of these special features, you know, like night vision and things like that, I'll link all their information in the description box below for you guys. It's a really amazing camera. It has tons of features and it's very affordable, so I would definitely suggest checking them out. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next project, and this will be the last project that we do today. And don't mind me with my little sling. I have Nala in a little carrier right here. She recently had to go to the hospital because she got sick, so she's doing a lot better now, but she is just a little bit clingy, so we're going to be holding her in the carrier while we do this. What we're going to be doing is making a storage system for all of our Ziploc bags and aluminum foil and those types of things. I've seen lots kind of floating around where it's, you know, like the bamboo boxes where you can pull Ziploc bags out. I even tried to get a storage system to go inside of our range hood that we built that was like little hooks that you could place them in to hold them against the wall. The sticky stuff on that was not very good. It fell pretty quickly, so I want to go ahead and make our own so that we know it's going to be secure, it's going to last, and it's going to hold everything in one place. Because I honestly cannot stand the system that we have right now, if you can even call it a system. We've been keeping them inside of the range hood. We put them right over here in this empty part. It's empty right now because I took them all out, but they're all just kind of like stacked in a row, and it just gets so messy and disorganized, and then bags will end up falling out and then being behind the range hood, and it's just a total hot mess and I can't stand it. We're gonna make a better system, and the plan is it's gonna be really simple, really easy, but very effective. And all we're gonna do is take 3 pieces of wood. I'm going to be using 2x4s because I want it 4 inches in depth for the size of the Ziploc bag boxes. And we're literally going to connect them like a U and make 2 little drill holes and attach a metal rod between them. And then we can leave it like that. That will totally work and do the job. Or we can paint it, stain it, spray paint the metal rod to be gold, that sort of thing. I'll probably do all the pretty things because I like to see that, but you could totally just do it as is and call it a day. And then I'm just going to attach like some little L brackets to the side, and we're going to stick it right here inside the hood, and that way when you lift up the hood you can take out whatever you need. You'll have access to it really easily. It's not going to fall out because it's going to have that metal rod to hold everything in, so you would literally have to turn it upside down for things to fall out, but it's all going to be really convenient. You'll be able to pull bags out through the space, not have to take the Ziploc bag boxes out, so I'm really excited. I think it's going to make a huge difference in the organization of all of these types of items and make it so much less cluttered inside this range hood, because I just really can't stand clutter. If you haven't noticed, I really like to have things organized. We're gonna head on out back. I have a spare piece of 2x4 in the garage, and we're just gonna cut that up into some pieces. I'm gonna be doing mine 24 inches long on the bottom, and then 2 14-inch pieces going up, and then we'll just measure once we have that together, cut our metal rod down to size. I got a really skinny one, so it's really just gonna be able to hold everything in but not be bulky. It should be really quick and easy, and I'm gonna head on out back and cut the wood. Alright, so it's the next day. I stained the wood and spray painted our metal rod yesterday. I wanted to give the metal rod a little bit of a rose gold finish just to make it a little bit prettier. So this is basically what it's going to look like. We're going to just put 2 screws going up like that into the wood to hold it together in a U shape. And then we're going to take a drill bit and drill a little pilot hole going across. That's the size of our metal rod. And that's going to hold everything in. Very simple. We only have to do a couple of little drilling things, and then we'll be able to pop on some L brackets and stick this into a range hood and be good to go. Basically, it's going to look like this. So something like this, we'll be able to put all of our things into here, and it'll hold them in with the metal rod going across the front. And I think this is going to be really, really useful. This is a DIY that I've been wanting to do for a really long time now, and I just didn't know exactly what I wanted it to look like or how I wanted to store everything. Honestly, I just really can't stand having boxes and boxes of Ziplocs just stacked up on a cabinet. It's taking up like an entire shelf. It's so cluttered and messy, and you know, Ziplocs fall everywhere when you go to get one. I think this is going to be much better. It's going to save us space. It's going to be a lot more organized and just easier to work with. A really simple DIY. If you're looking to increase organization or just make your life a little bit easier, I would definitely recommend doing this. You could put it inside of any cabinet. You could hang it on a wall if you wanted to. And if you are not staining and spray painting like me, this can be done in literally 15 minutes. We're installing it and we've run into a slight issue. The bar, you probably can't see it very well, but I'll show you from inside. The bar that we put in is high enough that it can hold the smallest Ziplocs in, but they kind of can come out of the bottom if you're like yanking a Ziploc out. So we need to come up with another solution because I only have enough of that metal bar to do the one piece. So what I'm thinking we could do that would still look really nice is use this chain and little hooks that I used in our tiny closet makeover when I did the guest room closet, and I hung pictures down the inside of the door. We have little teeny tiny hooks like this that we can stick into the side of the wood lower down so that it holds in the Ziplocs, but you can unhook it if you want to be able to take them out really easily. Attached to that, we'll put this little chain, and we're just going to try and make it like as taut as possible so that the Ziplocs aren't moving around a bunch. And I think that'll still give the same effect. It'll give a different texture to it, and it's going to solve the problem of the Ziplocs being able to fall out if you pull to get a bag out. So that's what we're going to try to do, and we'll see how it looks. that wraps up this week's video. I hope that you enjoyed doing some little projects with me around the house. I'm super happy with how everything turned out. I think they were really great additions that were easy to do, really quick, and added a lot of like function to our home and just organization as well. Definitely give these projects a try and let me know if you do. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you can see more of my videos. I have new content every Sunday. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on Sunday.